Good morning everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your weekend reading. Alrighty, we are going to use the Joie de Vivre Tarot for your reading. I had to think of what it was called then. Alright, okay. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for all the beautiful feedback on the crystal ball reading yesterday. I love doing those readings. They're very different. They don't really bring through sort of the messages in the same way the cards do because you're following something different. What I do is I'm looking for images and then letting Spirit talk to me about the images. We do have the Justice card coming through here. So I see the images and I can't allow my interpretation. I see the image and then I guess allow the interpretations to come through. Sometimes they'll come through with messages, especially if I'm hitting on someone who's passed. But a lot of the time it's just the messages coming through from Spirit. If you are interested in a personal reading with me, taking life coaching sessions with me, or joining me for classes, if you're interested in joining the G's gang, any of those things, if it's not written in the box below, whip over to the Aussie Goddess Facebook page. Everything is pinned to the top of the page there. But you can always email me if you're unsure, which people do. And I want to say thank you to some of the people who wrote to me yesterday because apparently the crystal ball reading was quite potent for them. So thank you for sharing your beautiful stories with me. It's really beautiful to hear how they resonated with you. All right, let's get into this reading. Joie de Vivre. I'm doing a tarot class, I think in March. So if you're interested in learning the tarot, I'm going to do the beginner's class again. I did it last year. It was very successful. But I'm going to do it again and then do a more intermediate class. The second class I was going to do on relationships, but I haven't had the best response to that. So I'm thinking of revamping that and doing a class on Zoom, both of them on Zoom, on working with your intuition. So I'll have a look at that and have a think about how I'm going to do that. Alrighty, let's get into this reading. They seem to need a lot of shuffling today, which is quite interesting, and a beautiful split. Thank you, Spirit. Alright, so we have the Moon card coming straight through. Alright, so the Moon card is a card that talks of things being hidden from view. Sometimes this is about deep emotions. It is the card of Cancer and Pisces. So it's about deep-seated emotions, things that need bringing to the surface, things you may be dealing with. Sometimes it's like suppressed or oppressed emotion. It is also things that are unknown, secrets of the universe that are being held up. The universe's sleeve, as I always say, something that hasn't quite come to light. So something that stays in the dark or stays hidden. All right, so we have the Seven of Pentacles coming through here. Okay, so I feel like some of you have been trying to manifest something here. You may have been very patient. And the universe here is sort of saying that things can't come to light yet. They're not quite ready, not quite cooked. So the universe is still working on something here for you that you've asked the universe for. So there's some sort of feeling here of being patient still, but just to be advised that it is on its way. Now the moon can always talk about things not being in quite the way you expected them. So there are still secrets here to be exposed. So if you're waiting on something and you're feeling a little bit like it may have gone, I'm here to tell you that whatever you're asking for is still coming. But there are still elements of this thing, this idea, this person, this situation, whatever it is you're waiting for, there's still things that aren't quite ready. Okay, so we have the card of Death coming through. Now that sort of could mean that you're waiting on a Scorpio. It could be that a Scorpio has some sort of bearing on this. You could be a Scorpio. There's a lot of water, isn't there, with this reading? So I feel like with the Death card, whatever you're waiting for is going through some sort of transformation at the moment as we speak. Okay, so the Spirit is saying the moon goes in cycles, like there are cycles here. Moon cycles. Maybe still some moon cycles to go. But again, they're saying that something is just going through a process. And it's not something that can happen quickly. This process is slow moving. But you need to know that it's still happening here. All right, Knight of Cups. Maybe you're waiting for an offer of something. The Knight of Cups is a person, not really a person, it's an action. It can be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio again with a lot of water in this reading. The Knight of Cups has an offer. So it could be that you've been waiting on some sort of outcome to something. You could be waiting for a contact. You could be waiting for something to manifest, something to come into its true form. And again, it is written here. It is coming. For some of you, you may be waiting on love. You may be waiting on a particular love. You may be waiting on a person. But the universe is still working in the background here. So you've got to keep the faith and trust that the universe is bringing you what you want here. And there's the Nine of Cups. So you have a wish coming through. It's just taking the universe time to get this ready for you. So if you imagine that perhaps the initial steps are done, maybe things are moving towards you. But with the Nine of Cups here, there is the promise of a wish coming true. Something you've wished for. That Seven of Pentacles says you might have wished for this a long time ago. The Seven of Pentacles also tells me you've been waiting a long time. But it is coming. All right, let's see if we can get some more information. Whew. Okay, so we have the Five of Wands here. This is that being in your head. This is what this is. This is it coming? Has it gone? Have I missed out? Is it still happening? I wonder if it's stopped. I wonder if it's finished. I wonder if the universe is still doing that. That's the Five of Wands energy. It's the should I, shouldn't I, could I, can't I, will I, won't I sort of energy. And I feel like this is where you are at the moment. And I really feel today I've been brought to give you this message because I know that many of you are waiting on something. And maybe somewhere deep inside of you, you've given up hope that it's ever going to happen. Maybe you have lost faith in the universe. But there's this very, very important message around timing. All right, let's put this through. All right, so we have the Nine of Pentacles coming through, giving rise to this energy that while you're waiting, don't waste your time doing things that make you wait. So for example, just sitting around questioning. Don't do that. Go and invest in yourself. Find time to do what you like. Find time to invest yourself into whatever it is you love to do. Because that way you take your energy away and you've invested in yourself, which helps you to raise your vibration. So when that thing is ready, it will find your vibration. Three of Cups coming through here with the Judgment card. Wow, okay. This is really interesting energy here. The Judgment card is a card that talks of rebirth. It talks about having an opportunity to go round in the cycle again through the whole energy of the tarot to come out the other side, to close a cycle. And the Judgment is the last stage before the cycle closes. But it's about being brought back to answer for things that have not gone your way. It's that energy of being being brought in front of, if you're looking at it from a religious standpoint, the idea that you're brought in front of somebody to answer why you've done things in your life the way you have. So being brought to judgment. But there are Three of Cups is here. And the Three of Cups is a card that talks of celebrating with family and friends. So there appears to be some sort of celebration coming through here, through some sort of reviewing something that you've done before. So there may be a celebration because you are about to achieve something that you've been working for a very long time. Maybe this is why you need to be patient, as something is coming. So you may have invested in yourself here with your art, and you may have been sending off at times, waiting for somebody to pick that up or waiting for somebody to recognize it. And maybe you've found a few times that you haven't heard anything, or you've not been sure, and now it's sort of coming into this judgment energy. It's like it's ready now to be reviewed. And there's a celebration here around something coming to fruition that you've been waiting for. All right, so we have the Queen of Wands coming through. There's just beautiful, beautiful energy. Five of Coins coming through. All right, with the Ace of Pentacles. So some of you may be waiting for work because you're low on your funds here. You may be feeling a little depleted, a little sad, a little disappointed because things haven't gone in the right direction. But I can tell you here with the Queen of Wands, Ace of Coins, things are about to change. There is some sort of change coming through. This is very Wheel of Fortune energy here. Something is about to flip here and bring you some sort of energy or outcome here. All right, so we have the Eight of Cups with the High Priestess and the Four of Pentacles. Again, with this Four of Pentacles, High Priestess, Eight of Cups energy. This energy here is one of just asking you to let go and trust. It's very much about trusting your intuition, trusting the higher powers. It's all in process, whatever this thing is you've asked for, but you can't focus on it because, again, as I said one other time this week, when you're focused on not having something, then you are manifesting not having something. So remember, you've got to be focused on yourself. Take the focus off the outcome. Don't be envisaging an outcome. Don't be worrying about where it's coming from. You know, people say to me sometimes that they can't do that. And I feel that I need to say you can, but you've got to want to. We can do anything we want if we want to. So if you're finding it really hard to sit with a certain energy, ask yourself what you want. Because sometimes we get so stuck in our egos that we forget we can manifest what we want. But if you're going backwards and forwards all the time in that Five of Wands energy, questioning, asking, keep going backwards and forwards. 1 minute you're trusting, 1 minute you're not. Next minute you're trusting, next minute you're not. If you're doing that all the time, then that is just confusing. It confuses your manifestation. So what you need to do is ask yourself, what is it I want here? What does my soul want? What is best for me? And then just trust that the universe is going to provide it here. But there's this energy of just letting go and allowing. There's celebration over a brand new start here. You are feeling fantastic by finding out whatever this is. You are really enjoying the splendor here. But it's because you've invested in yourself. But this energy here says to me, High Priestess, Four of Coins, Eight of Cups, let it go. Let it go. Let the universe work with it. Let's have a look. All right, so we have the Moon. So something is still simmering. Something is on simmer. It's not ready to eat. You've been waiting a very long time. I feel that you're going backwards and forwards here, trying to understand why it's taken so long. You know, how long is patience? Some people were quite happy to wait years. Other people are impatient after 2 days. ask yourself, why are you impatient? What is the impatience going to achieve for you? Because there is some sort of transformation taking place. But now I've read this reading, I think this transformation is with you as well. I don't think it's just with the element that's coming towards you, whether that's a person, a thing, a place, an opportunity, money. Something here is telling me that you are going through some sort of changes as well. And maybe your change is to learn to be patient. Maybe your change is about learning to trust the universe and understanding there's a higher power than us. But all things happen when they're meant to. So what is it you need to invest in and do for yourself while you're waiting? Because there's something here that you're not doing well. We learn patience. We learn. But when we're focused on the thing we want all of the time, then we become that. We become tired. We become lacking. We become Five of Pentacles energy. Sad and depressed and feeling left out in the cold. And I feel this is what you're learning here. Because it's still coming with this Knight of Cups. And there is a wish to be granted here from the universe. So it's still there. Might be to do with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio for some of you. I just want to say it's on its way. It's making its way towards you. But it's taking time. And as I said, for some of you, that might only be a couple of months. For others of you, it may have been a lot longer, but it is on its way. Whew. And there we are, the Altar Priestess. Preparation, prayer, and sacred ritual. Card 39. This is the wisdom of the hidden realms. The stage is set and the world is waiting for you to take your place in sacred meditation and prayer. As your ally, the Altar Priestess brings the ritual of reverent interaction with the mundane world. You're being required now to see everything as sacred, all of life as a meditation, and every action as a prayer of devotion. When you're able to perceive the world in this way, your question will lead you to the appropriate answer. If all is sacred, how can anything be wrong? Ask how you can shift your consciousness to see your circumstances through the eyes of the divine, and you will realize how perfect and sacred everything is right now. That's standing in your power. Ask how you can shift your consciousness to see your circumstances through the eyes of the divine, and you will realize how perfect and sacred everything is right now. Divine timing. Have a great weekend.